I'm Judi Seeley. Welcome to week 2 of our online education and week 4 of isolation here in Australia and wherever it is for you in the world. I hope you're doing okay. So week 1 was kind of like a week of fear and fight, flight, freeze. There was shock. And also known as the week of Tiger King. Everyone kind of froze and watched Netflix and binge watched Tiger King.
I'm broke as shit and I don't mind saying it.
Week 2 was very much a week of maybe feeling a bit angry, and there was a lot of baking going on that week and getting the carbs in, and also a lot of online alcohol deliveries here in Australia. Dan Murphy's went off the scales that week. Week 3 in isolation was very much the week of acceptance and the week of maybe the home improvements. Here I am, let's do some stuff around the house and let's Marie Kondo the inside of the house and spark joy and get rid of whatever doesn't spark joy. Here we are in week 4, and week 4 is boredom week. And in boredom week, it can very much lead to a bit of a danger zone for us as hairdressers who are at home, because this is the week when our clients are going to be colouring their own hair. And this session is all about, I've called it No Judgment, and it's the conversation that we have to have with the client when they come back into the salon. We need to know exactly what they've done without judgment. So I would encourage you this week to reach out to your clients if you haven't already. I've seen some great posts online by hairdressers and great salons. Big shout out to Grace and Julia and the team at Next Dimension that put up an amazing post to their clients, just reminding them not to colour their own hair at home. Also to, just reach out and let you know that, it's okay, please wait for me. Thanks for waiting for me. Maybe putting an incentive together to wait until I'm back in the salon. But we also need to know about the new normal and what we're dealing with and what that looks like in the salon. So that's what I'm going to have a chat to you about today, what it looks like in the new normal. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is the FaceTime consultation that you can do as a way of preparing yourself and the client for the time that they come into the salon, so you'll know exactly what you're going to be dealing with and exactly how long you're going to need in the salon. So let's do a FaceTime consultation. Okay, so I'm going to run you through a FaceTime consultation, and for the purpose of the exercise we have Indy, who is Macgregor's girlfriend, who's in isolation with us, playing guest starring role of client. So I'm going to ask Indy some questions the way that I would a client, just to make sure that I'm getting as much information as I possibly can prior to her coming into the salon, so I know exactly what I'm dealing with and I can just get on with what I need to do in the salon. So here we go. Hey Indy, how are you?
Yeah, good Judy, how are you?
Yeah, great. I'm so excited to have the salon open again, and I'm really excited that you've made an appointment and you're coming in to see me next week.
I'm really excited to get my hair done nice again.
Yeah, fantastic. And so how's your isolation been? You good?
Yeah, not too bad. Just keeping busy.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so Indy, what I want to know is, it's great that you've positioned yourself where you have, and I can have a look at your hair there. But what I really need to know is, in the time that you've been in isolation, in the time that since I've seen you, can you run me through? Have you done anything in your hair? Have you put anything in your hair?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Okay, so here we go. We're pretending that Indy can't hear me here. Indy's actually not telling me the truth, because I can tell by her regrowth that her regrowth is far too small from the distance of time that it was since she saw me last and compared to what I can see on FaceTime. So I need to just let her know that there's no judgment. She might be feeling bad about having put a colour in her hair at home, and I need to let her know it's okay, and it's really important that I know what I'm dealing with. So Indy, a lot of times over this isolation period, people have actually, gotten a bit bored and put something in their hair at home. It's just really, really important that you let me know if there's been anything at all that you've put in your hair, just so I know exactly what we're dealing with when you come into the salon, because it will definitely make a difference to the colour work that I do in the salon when you come in, and the what goes over the top of perhaps these colours that you might have done yourself at home can have a huge impact on the way that we colour your hair. So just have a little bit of a think about in the last, say, 6 weeks or so. Is there anything at all that you've put in your hair?
Yeah, I actually did put something in my hair just to top up the roots.
Okay, great, fantastic. That's really, really helpful, because it means that what I then do is going to be a little bit different based on knowing that information. So thank you so much for telling me that. Everyone's had to do what they've had to do and to make themselves feel better, but let's just get on with it and get you back to feeling the best about yourself and having great hair again.
Thanks, Judy.
And here we are next week with my client Indy in the chair. So my FaceTime consultations allowed me to establish as much information as possible as far as what's going on with her hair, but now I'm just going to do the analysis. What I've also got is I've got for my clients some changes that I've made in the salon based on the situation that we're in, and they are hand sanitizer, some disinfectant wipes. There are the individual packs per client that include the freshly laundered towel, cape, there's a face mask and some gloves for the client, as well as water in a can. So we're doing individual serves of water. So what I need to do now though is I need to do my real-time analysis, but I've got a good idea of what I'm dealing with. I've been able to look at it over my FaceTime consultation. So I'm really just confirming exactly what I have got in front of me with Indy's hair, and I do that by using my Muk swatches to establish what my base shade is. I then establish what is going on with the existing colour. I establish what's going on in the root area, which is different to my mid-lengths, which is different to my ends. So I can very accurately include on my analysis form exactly what I've got going on as far as my existing colour, my percentage of grey in the hair. I've analysed the natural colour and tone of the hair. I'm looking at the porosity of the hair, how porous is the hair, what, if any, porosity or damage has been done to the hair because of the previous colouring service. I'm looking at the texture of the hair. I'm also looking at the shape of the hair, because that will definitely make a difference as to what I put in my formula. And I'm also looking at whether there has been, what growth there is on the hair, the length of the hair. And I'm very much also looking at the regrowth as well, because that is definitely telling me when the last colour was actually applied to Indy's hair. So the analysis is a hugely important part of making sure that everything I do from here, and whether it be colour correction, whether it be enhancing, I'm going to get it right based on the analysis that I've done with the hair and that previous FaceTime consultation that I've done. We've done the consultation with the client via FaceTime. We've asked them what we've needed to know, and we've done that with no judgment. It is essential that we know exactly what we're dealing with and what's in the hair. Not only is it essential for us to know, because what we mix up is totally going to be determined by knowing this information. More importantly, it's in the client's best interest, because we want to make sure that we're giving them the very best service that we possibly can. Then we've done the analysis, and with the analysis we've been really, really thorough, and that's so important. We've looked at the natural tone and natural colour of the hair, and we've analysed that. We've looked at the percentage of grey in the hair. Do I need to deal with any grey? I've looked at the existing colour, whether it be the root area, the mid-lengths, the ends, no matter what it is, I've got to accurately determine the existing colour that I'm dealing with. I've looked at the texture of the hair. Does the texture of the hair mean that I need to use a shade lighter? Do I need to use a power mix? I've got different options there that I need to look at. The porosity of the hair. Is the hair porous? Am I going to need to pre-pigment the hair? The shape of the hair. Do I need to add more concentrate to my formula? Previous chemical services, I've analysed that. I've looked at the length of the hair so I know how old the hair is. And I've also looked at the regrowth size so I know exactly when it was coloured previously. All this information then becomes my template to guide me in the conversation with the client about their desired end result colour. So even though the new normal may feel a bit abnormal, don't forget to let your clients know how much you love and appreciate them.